Hey guys, what's up? Lone Berserker here. This is a commentary 1 versus 1, a Suebi versus Athens game. I am Suebi going up against Athens. This was recorded a long time ago, quite a while ago actually. The only reason I'm showing it, I don't really want to, but it's because I literally can't find any games to play. Everyone who joins my games is just new because of this massive Christmas sale, so unless you want to see a compilation of me just absolutely rolling over people who leave 30 seconds into the game, yeah, I'll take this over that. So this was very difficult for me to fight against. I didn't know what I was doing. Essentially, I'm going up against a skirmish style Athens, which turns out to be extremely difficult actually. So I have this normal Suebi build here. For Athens, he's gonna have 4 Tarantine Cav, 5 slingers, 5 slingers, 3 Thracians, 2 pikes, 5 Hippeus Lancers, yeah. So I had no clue what I was doing. I faced off against armies like this in the past. It's difficult to fight them. I still really don't know how to. Especially with an army like Suebi, which is very exposed. Although I do get lucky here. Get a great volley into the side of these Tarantines. Don't kill any, but do some good HP damage, so the plan was kind of, I didn't really know what I was going to do, but I wanted to pin him against the corner of the map, and I actually get 3 of them there, so that was nice. I wanted to reserve my scout riders for later, and I wanted to pin him somehow on one side, so like focus on a side here. Just get away from that flank and pin this one, because one-on-one, I can win in these flank fights, although this is kind of, I think he's shooting at the Kimberly Bowman. Yeah, I was just out of range of him, but I will move closer, so we're just shooting at each other right now. I don't really like this because it's not... My Kimberly bow women are very exposed, so they're going to die quicker. Not only that, it's just not a cost-effective exchange at all. Slingers aren't actually that bad. They're pretty good at doing one thing. So they're not bad. So you can see I'm already planning how I'm going to deal with this, and I'm going to run from that flank and come in on this flank. It's actually been a while since I've seen this, so I don't... Oh, look at this, by the way. You like that? 6 of my noble riders just died. So it gets very messy here, and I screw up so much, but it's got an interesting ending. Now, it's been a while since I've seen this. I couldn't keep up with all his Tarantines, and this happens to me all the flippin' time. He's got 4 of them. I mean, I'm chasing him around with a chicken with my head cut off, so I can't really protect all the backs of my noble riders. Although I do have the spear levy, and I will use them eventually to cover the rear. So I'm just trying to right now get as many shots on his guys as I can as he tries to run and redeploy here. That's basically the best way this is going to work. And look at that. That was a devastating volley all the way down to 89. So then getting... Yeah, look at that. I've lost 10 noble riders there. I think I accidentally engaged him in a fight, or I was about to, so I quickly pulled out of that. So again, the plan is just to push this flank and see how that goes. Now, I actually switch my Bloodsworn and my Spear Levy. That's how annoying it was getting. So I do have great success though, and I am able to bring the Slinger down to 79, and I think he will break in a minute. He'll start to waver. He's in red morale. Yeah, there he goes. I think he breaks. He should. So as that's happening, I'm going to push up the middle a little bit, and I'm just going to keep bringing this flank back. And I'm actually going to turn it around all the way just to guard my rear. I was praying that the Slinger would break, so that would completely free up my flank here, and all I would have to worry about is this Thracian. I could focus on this Tarantine with my Scout Riders, and then further push against this, because what, a Hippeus and a Thracian is not going to stop me. So there goes the Slinger. He has no firepower now on this flank. I'm going to immediately take advantage of that and run through that gap. I'm going to throw some Javelins at these Thracians. Look at this. Okay, we're going to slow it down, because things are going to get really messy. I went for a charge. I was going to feint going after the Slingers, and I lost my micro, and my general got charged by Hippeus Lancer. Don't laugh at me. I have a Spear Levy quickly coming in here to cover the retreat of my otherwise alright general. Then I make the same mistake over here, but actually it pays off because he had an attack order on my Noble Rider, and he ran into the Scout Rider, so he doesn't get a charge. So actually that was worth it. It was an accident, but it worked. I Javelin that Thracian. I am able to, I think... Yeah, okay, so I did get a successful Javelin volley off there, and I scared him away. My general didn't take too much damage, actually only 10, that's not bad at all. I did react to that very quickly, but it shouldn't have happened in the first place. So now we're going to have a huge fight over here. I got Bloodsworn going into the Thracian, I got the Spear Levy coming up, and going into the Hippeus Lancers, getting my Scout Riders out of there was more difficult than it needed to be. But now, look at this, so... because he's got this massive mobile army and I can't keep up with him, this is completely exposed, and he can easily charge into this or just throw javelins at the back of me. So that was the whole point in keeping my scout riders alive, which I'm kind of doing. I'm making mistakes with them. Also, I'm shooting his pikemen now with my Cimbri bowwomen. Bloodsworn will easily beat the Thracian warrior since he didn't charge me correctly, or he was charging the wrong unit, more so. And this Hippeus Lancer is going to be absolutely destroyed because of the combination of the Noble Rider and Spear Levy, and he never got a charge, so I took that engagement quite well. Now I'm aggressively charging his Hippeus Lancers, or Tarentine Cav, just to get him out of there. In the same sense, I'm redeploying other units here, my Cimbri bowwomen. I'm getting my Wodenaz spear ready to take him on there. Charging that Slinger, I think he actually charges me here with his Hippeus. Yeah, he does. I got this Hippeus basically dealt with. This Thracian's also basically dealt with. We're going to go back to the middle here. I get a Javelin Volley, I think, off on that Slinger. Please tell me I did. Yeah, actually, I killed a lot. So that Spear Levy is doing pretty good. He's coming in here to charge me, but this is fine, in a sense, because I have so much more support here. My archers are actually lined up facing towards him when they were supposed to be facing the Hippeus Lancers, but I guess that was a good accident. And then the Wodenaz will clean up that pikeman fairly easily. So this whole flank I have successfully dealt with by accident, purely based off luck. So he's going to charge me, and I'm going to... Well, I was going to charge him, but I think I've managed to get my general stuck on something. I don't know what that was, but... Oh, there's freaking one guy here. That is a load of crap. So, his general, I don't know who the heck that was, but Leroy over there just stopped my general from charging. Now, this sucks right here. He's going to get a good charge on my Bloodsworn. That Bloodsworn's dead. Cimbri bowwomen are right there, so they're going to take some damage from that. Oh, no, they're not, actually. He missed. So, I'm going to try and shoot him as quickly as possible and get my Wodenaz in there with their cavalry counter tactics. It's not going to work, though, and he's going to be able to get away. Oh, well, actually. Yeah, he got away there. That stinks. I am going to try and turn on him quickly, though, and basically throw everything I have at that cav unit. Over here, this sucked. He charged my Bloodsworn. Sorry, I keep pausing it, or slowing it down. But when he charged, he got shot and javelin. So he's down to, what, 57? So that was a pretty good exchange for me, although the Bloodsworn did kind of suck losing him. Although the thing is, in this scenario, I don't really need the Bloodsworn because they're just not effective at all in this case. I wasn't expecting to fight against a skirmish army, so... This, though, however, I do have 3 units here. I don't need that, and I'm chasing after his general. The only reason I do this is to get as many kills as I can, but he's going to take advantage of this and shoot me with his slingers. At the same time, I think I caught him. No, I didn't. I should have. Yeah, I should have charged into that, but I didn't. I could have caught him with my cav and fed more units into that. So that's a mistake. I let his Hippeus get away. Well, I didn't let him, but... I could have stopped him. So now I'm kind of panicking. This was a really fast-paced game and difficult to play. I'm trying to reline my army here, but these flippin' Tarentines, oh my gosh, they were so annoying. Trying to micro against 4 Tarentines behind your army and all this crap in front of you is not fun at all. He's got the Slinger here, and I think I go for another feint on it, and I think my general gets charged again. I am moving my scout riders up, though, to do the same thing. I see he's got no cav over here. Well, he's bringing one over, but as of right now, there are none. So, I'm going to go for that right there, but I think he gets it behind his army, right here, actually. I go for a feint. I forget that I did it. At the same time, I'm trying to countercharge. My Cimbri bowwomen are shooting him. So much is happening. My general gets charged. This sucked. I kept doing this, and it actually really freaking pissed me off. I get a charge out of slingers. And I'm fine with sacrificing my scout riders. I think they were out of ammo. They do rout the Slinger and get a lot of kills. I'm going into Spear Levy. They get a Javelin Volley and kill some of the units there. I'm bringing up my Noble Rider, and I am shooting him with the Cimbri bowwomen. So he's just hit by all this fire, and he takes so many casualties there. The pikemen are basically useless, though. They're down to 45. So I get my general out, and I just select everything. And look at that. Look at that Javelin. Then I'm going to charge him here. Now, he is bringing in the Thracian, but I was confident that I could overpower him. I don't know what he did here. I think he made a mistake, but he went back into the fight for a second. Though, the problem with this is I didn't get a charge on that Thracian, so I'm going to run out of there, even though I know I could have re-clicked. I don't know why I didn't, or what I was thinking. He's shooting my Noble Rider now with that Slinger, and you can see, he's just got me running everywhere. So, this wasn't a good game for me, so I am able to get one Bloodsworn out of there to hopefully cycle charge him. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm trying to survive. I was trying to survive, so... The Thracian warrior is going to get pinned by the Bloodsworn. I'll get another Bloodsworn in his flank. That'll do enough damage as Thracians die very quickly. Thing is now, though, I am completely surrounded. He's got units in my front and units behind me. He's got a whole Hippeus Lancer, some Slingers, and some Tarantines, which he's used to deadly effect. It's just nuts here. It was so frustrating, man. I got caught so many times. So I am trying to cycle charge here. Thankfully, he got pinned down from the rear. I can't really zoom in because I don't know what's going to happen next. I sent this Noble Rider to go clear up that Slinger. So I do basically capitalize as much as possible on the fact that this Thracian is alone. And I wanted it dead. I sacrificed my general here basically to pin him down so my unit could cycle charge. He's going to get shot, though, a lot. So I think he dies. Or he dies from something else. He hasn't died yet. I do catch a Slinger off guard. I turn my Kimberly Bowwoman around. They're going to be able to do a lot of damage to him. I do get a lot of good shots on this Tarantine Cav, so I am starting to score some victories here. My Cav unit successfully took out that Slinger. Now, I wanted to bait him here. My general's literally down to 19, guys. I wanted to bait him by going after this Slinger, but the thing is, look at this. He died right there. That wasn't nice. So, like I said, I'm trying to bait him by sending in this Noble Rider. But I think I forget. Again, yeah, I definitely do. Because, nope, I remember right at the last minute. This happened so many times this battle. I was so frustrated. So, I am going to take this fight, though, because, you know, I'm confident enough. I think my archers are turned around, and they're not. They should be. I guess I'm going to leave it alone. That was a mistake. I should have prioritized taking that cav out. My general unit is basically useless, and I gave up trying to protect him, so... Well, I thought I gave up trying to protect him. I don't know why I was keeping him alive. He might have had fast charge. Still, and you can still use fast charge even though your general's dead. That's the special ability. You know what? He does still have fast charge, because this is where, at this point, I was like, alright, I need to get in here and just fight, because he's just going to shoot me to death and pick me apart. I do get a lot of good shots on these pikemen as they're running away, so that was good. You're going to take some damage there. Quite a bit, actually. Now, here comes a Hippeus Lancer. I thought he was going to charge me, but he didn't. He might have gotten away with that, actually. That might have been a better idea to be offensive in that area. So I'm going to start the fight over here, because this is where I feel most confident. I'm going to pin him down with the Spear Levy. I'm going to follow up with the Bloodsworn. Why the hell I'm sending the Noble Rider in, I don't know. I fast charged over there. I pull the Noble Rider back out as quickly as I can. Sending the Wodenaz against the Pikemen, or that Wolf Warrior. God, so much is happening. Hold on. So his general charge over here against my Kimberly Bowwoman and Noble Rider, that is kind of a mistake, but he does have the support of the Tarantine, so I can see why he wanted to do that. I got a good charge with the Bloodsworn on the Thracians. He rear charged a Wolf Warrior. I think this is a load of bullcrap, but he almost broke a full Wolf Warrior with 17 Tarantine Cav. So I am shooting the pikemen as they run away, and I am chasing them as aggressively as possible, and I'm trying to keep this Hippeus Lancer off my flank, but he goes for a fight. This was not the best choice because I had a Spear Levy right there, and I also had the Bloodsworn kind of supporting him. I think I just killed his general. Yes. So now both of our generals are dead, so that evens the game out a lot more. I will get the Spear Levy in here as quickly as possible, and I'm trying to hold back these Tarantine Cav. He's using them to great effect, like unbelievable, honestly. It was so frustrating having to fight them. I do scare that one off, and then I'm going to turn the Wolf Warrior around with the help of the Kimberly Bowwoman. I was hoping I get a Javelin Volley last second, so that is very important. So I will be able to confidently fight that Tarantine, which is wavering. So then he's got this Thracian, which he's trying to cycle charge. I'm not going to allow him, and I'm just going to put a lot of pressure on that unit. At this point, there's one Hippeus over there, 65 men, and then there's this one of 80, which could still definitely do a whole lot of damage. It hasn't been touched, really. Noble Rider, I'm going to charge into this Hippeus Lancer, followed up by the Kimberly Bowwomen. Their arrows, I thought they were out of ammo. They'll help with that, and they will definitely tip that in the favor of me. However, he is getting a lot of support from these Slingers, which I should have killed a long time ago. Got this Wodenaz Spear here. He's going to come in and try and take these Slingers out, but these Hippeus Lancers, there's still so many of them. But at this point, I am able to turn the fight around a little bit. I get another Javelin Volley on this Hippeus Lancer, but it doesn't kill a whole lot, sadly. And at this point, I was just trying to keep my army together, and because I knew I could get rid of the Slingers. They have no support at this point. All his cav is behind me. He's trying to get through this gap here, which was smart. I am able to catch one with the Wolf Warriors, although I misclicked for some reason. I don't know how. This Bloodsworn is going into this Hippeus Lancer, or vice versa, actually. It's going to be followed up by the Wodenaz, and then that Tarantine I do break over there, and I'm shooting this Hippeus. And now at this point, I'm just throwing everything at this Hippeus Lancer, which he does try and get out of here, but I am just going to attack him relentlessly. And look at how many are going to start dying. These Wodenized Spears have such a high bonus versus large that they can rip these guys apart very quickly. He charges into the Wolf Warrior there, and you will actually get a very good charge because Wolf Warriors suck when it comes to that stuff. Gets another one here, and you can tell my micro was terrible at this point. I was kind of getting lazy. I use cavalry counter tactics, and I am able to chase him away, and he's going to take lots of casualties. The thing is, at this point, is he was down in terms of the numbers already, so when your cav, which has to basically double the rate of its kills for this type of army to be successful, takes large amounts of HP damage, they can become very vulnerable later in the game. Although cav is already vulnerable, you gotta be very, very cautious with them in this type of scenario, and losing that one Hippeus Lancer at the start did not help him at all. So I was able to win that, but my micro was terrible. I mean, it was not fun to play live. I was all over the place. Just difficult battle, honestly. My opponent did an awesome job. Definitely could have beat me. He said it was his first time using that type of army, so definitely an experiment. And as you can see, I had a lot more men deployed, so in that sense, his cavalry does have to take up the rate of killing twice as much. So my general did alright. My cav did okay all around. This noble rider did really good, but scout riders did well. Their main task in this battle was just to keep his Hippeus Tarantine cav off of me, which I didn't do correctly at all. I never do it correctly, so Bloodsworn did alright considering what they were up against. Spear Levy did really good. Kimberly Bowwomen did well. These two Bloodsworn did well too. This Spear Levy got 101 kills and 1 XP rate, so Wolf Warriors did absolutely terrible, but this one must have killed a lot of cav because he got a chevron. Wodenized Spears obviously carrying the day there. I mean, this one got 2 XP. It didn't even, wow, 150 kills and it still had full health. Jeez, this one did really good too at 90. Kimberly Bowwomen also doing good, so roughly all around I did good, but I think my micro was off and I could have definitely played that a whole lot better. Then the Athenian army, his cavalry, look at these kills on the Hippeus Lancer, is really good all around. 159, 197, 193. Those are really good, and this one had 2 chevrons, but I was able to catch this one off guard, and even then he still got 43 kills. So they can definitely be a deadly cav. I don't use them though, but my opponent used them very well. Tarantine cav, I think they were used well, but I think they should have been used more offensively. In a sense, he could have rear charged me several times there and trapped me between his Hippeus and Tarantine cav. That would have definitely screwed me over because I was not winning that game in terms of the micro. He had me all over the place. Slingers, I think this was another problem. The Slingers didn't get a whole lot of kills, which is surprising because they should. 4 Slingers can kill 4 Kimberly, or 5 Slingers can kill 4 Kimberly Bowwomen fairly easily. But I was able to get one of them at the start, and 2 of them almost actually at the start, so that was good. I guess the rest just didn't have good positioning. Then the Thracians, not bad actually, all around, 131, 115, 78, and a lot of those were against Bloodsworn, so those are good kills. But the pikemen, yeah, they're not going to do that great. I think the